Looking like he's swerving, but it's just a Tokyo drift. Kept it real, never switch. Ride or die, homie. And every chick that I'm with look just like a Barbie. Can get a little cocky, okay, and what? And all the hating you been doing, it just ain't adding up. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Need to worry about how the fuck you gonna pay the rent. All this TA on my charts looking just like graffiti. Every time I see Mo, I'm screaming out, feed me. Little shopper horror, come feed me some peach cobbler. It's all peaches and cream when you make a little profit. The Lord of Crypto posted up like a hobby. Tryna put some more coins in this motherfucking watch. Should I let my nuts hang or should I take profit? Gotta keep my eyes open even though I feel exhausted.
To choose.
Keep on grinding or you gon' cry. Stay in the nest or you gon' fly. Put up a few dollars or bet the whole pie. Bet the whole pie.
To choose.
You going long or Danny DeVito? You want a little bump or you want the whole kilo? Killing all your bills like Quentin Tarantino.
Choose.
It's a crypto world. Everybody wanna get a piece. Money will increase. If you learn about it, time to eat. It's a green candle. Hope the bears don't grab the grease. On revenge trade. Up all night, I can't even sleep. The sun caught my ass again. Ain't no going back to sleep. Eyes red like I'm so big line, not a sheep. It's a crypto world. Shout out to the crypto girl. Getting to the bag, the whole world. That's what you deserve. Time to swerve and bend the curve. Riding in the forest. Got on market cypher merch. Feeling like it's Ralph Lauren. Steering wheel in a Ferrari. I call that the wheel of fortune. I'm just trying to get my portion. Bend the corners like a torch. Drop the top on a Rari. I call that the headless horseman. What the fuck you gon' do? Join the market cypher crew. Top the front desk, I need a room with a view. So I can see the Vegas strip. Stomping in my moon boots.
To choose.
Keep on grinding or you gon' cry. Stay in the nest or you gon' fly. Put up a few dollars or bet the whole pie. Bet the whole pie.
To choose.
You going long or Danny DeVito? You want a little bump or you want the whole kilo? Killing all your bills like Quentin Tarantino. All this TA on my charts looking just like graffiti. Oh, what? This TA on my charts. All this TA on my charts looking just like graffiti. Oh, what? All this TA on my charts just like graffiti.
To choose.
Charts looking just like graffiti. Just like graffiti. All this TA on my charts. All this TA on my charts.
To choose.
I want them all, man.
It's time to choose.
Right. I'm going to be starting a little earlier today. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button immediately. I see 3 people in here on the YouTubes, on the boob tubes, on the boob tube. Hit that like button. All right, so market open looking bullish. We got the CPI, the PPI, the whatever I, the AI, the CTPP, PPI. Who cares? We're just bullish long macro crypto, my friends. All of this stuff coming out. I mean, if you look at the charts on Bitcoin, we've been going down for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. We've been on just a 2-month, 3-month downtrend. And so now finally we're starting to we got a green weekly candle. All right. So if we can continue this, this momentum, we might get 6 more green weekly candles. Let's hope. But if we get rejected off of 74K, which is that next level we're trying to hit, 74K, 76K, if we get rejected off of there, potentially just keep going sideways and we go down into the 50s. And that's where we get cooked. They could cook us. Some false flag alien invasion, some crazy Epstein, thing breaking into the news again. I don't know, just the stuff with the war. I mean, it's just insane. So possible they could pull that on us, or they just continue to scam it to the upside. Well, we'll see. We're going to talk about MicroStrategy. We're going to talk about, strategy. We're going to talk about some of the things that have to do with STR, with some yield, some Bitcoin yield. We're going to see how a lot of these companies are going to go into the new money system of using Bitcoin as debt collateral and capital for providing exposure into the crypto markets for institutions, people that don't want to just buy straight Bitcoin. We are going to discuss that today, but make sure you guys are checking the links out in the description down below. All the partners of the channel, we really appreciate it. So we just want to give a shout out to PHEMEX. Want to give a shout out to PHEMEX. Want to give a shout out to Apex. And also a shout out to OURBIT. So these are the exchanges that we like to trade on the most. And so make sure you guys are checking out the links in the description because you get a fat, juicy Dano Dojo crew bonus. And if you've been following in the Discord, so in the Discord, we've been posting the trades in here and the setups. We were showing you guys last night that we were feeling the volatility. So I'm so tired, but I'm like Wojak in front of the screen. And so we went long, we went short, very short amount of time that we went short. It was just a quick scalp. And you can see where we went long on Zcash, we took the profit, and then we went long on, we've been long on ETH, for a few days, and then we were long on Pepe. We actually ended up closing the Pepe position. We actually closed a lot of the positions in profit, and then we actually went long on NEAR. We saw the setup looking really good on NEAR because the fib was looking like it was getting a nice bounce on the 236, which actually happened if you look at the trade currently right now for the NEAR trade. The NEAR trade's looking really good. It bounced right off that fib level, and we showed you guys this in the Telegram. If you're in the Telegram, did we post that in the Telegram, the Dojo crew? Yes, so we posted that. So if you guys got that entry, congratulations. That right now, if you got in that position, would be 10% up. And so now we're going to show you the ETH trade that we got in. We actually took profits on the ETH trade. So if you see the closed positions, we actually closed the first ETH trade that we got into at 28% profit. Then we went, did we go short? I think this was, yeah, so we did a short. So we closed the long, we went short, and then we saw that it was actually going to be, we thought it was going to go a lot lower on the short because we showed you in the short setup here. Where was the short setup? Short setup right here. That was the short setup, and it didn't, we thought it was going to go to this target and bring it right back down to 2072. But it ended up actually just getting about halfway down. So what we did is we closed that in profit. And then you can see on the actual chart, that's where we actually had the bounce point at this particular level. So we went long, held the trade, and luckily that worked out for us because now we're in 36% in profit on that ETH trade. Now, this is an ETH inverse perpetual trade. So the ETH inverse perpetual trade means that I'm using ETH. I'm also getting paid in ETH. So the whole point of this particular trade and any inverse perpetual trade that we've done is to basically print either ETH or Bitcoin from the bottom of any of these momentum runs to the upside. And hopefully this was the bottom and we could be holding some of these potential trades, maybe swing longing them instead of using them as scalps, because you can, in one trade, decide if it's going to be a scalp, it's going to be a swing long, it's going to be a combination of both. I mean, you can use it to re-enter. You can be re-entering on the same trade on support. It changes your your entry. You know, it changes your average entry price, and it changes your percentage. It changes where your liquidation levels are. So make sure you know when you're doing that and you're adding to your trades, it changes all your set stop losses, your liquidations, your everything, you know, so you have to make sure you're paying attention to that and you're adding in on your trades at good spots. Because say, you know, I added to this trade right here at the BAPS, you know, at this, you know, quote 15-minute top, maybe it'll continue. But hey, if I add here, that really will skew me in my entry that I quote got at the bottom. So just keep that in mind for your trades. And so let's look at Bitcoin right now. So now let's look at Bitcoin and see what's happening, because Bitcoin is actually looking really bullish. We were seeing that momentum. We saw a nice bullish divergence in the RSI, at least on the 5-minute here. You can see we had where a bullish divergence kind of revealed itself here. You can see it had a nice pop, and then you can see that 5-minute green candle, really nice. Actually, very bullish market open. You can see at 9:30 we had a really nice market open. But what we've seen previously, every day we have gotten a 10 a.m. smash. So they've just smashed crypto at 10 a.m. or maybe some 10 to 10:30. They'll smash it down. All of the gains and the profits are being taken from this. Look, like I said, 6 a.m. between 3 to 6 a.m. is when they get the entry. Now this is like maybe a different type of session, trading hours, and the different parts of the world where you can see at 3 a.m. to 6 is where they are taking these entries, and the ratio of it going bullish and being on the uptrend now has happened to the upside. Instead of from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. we get the dump, we're getting them going long. They're pushing it up to market East Coast here, market open, and then at around 10 o'clock is when they pull the switch. They pull their profits. So makes sense, but we got to trade that. We got to be trading this, guys. Like, we have to be trading this. So let's do it. And here's the deal. You know what? YouTube can continue to do this. Send me 2 people. That's fine. That's okay. We're going to break through it. We're doing just as good as everyone else. We're trading great. We're giving good TA. We've given really good calls. So the fact that there's just 2 people here on YouTube doesn't mean I suck. All right. So just as a reminder to content creators and the people that are doing stuff out there, if you only got 1 like, you got 3 people watching, it doesn't mean you suck. It means YouTube sucks at promoting you. That's it. That's all. You just have to frame it different. You got to say, no, it's not me. I do a great job. YouTube's the one that's doing a terrible job getting my stuff out there. So let's do this together and let's make it happen. Let's actually push the channel out. We have to do it, because if YouTube's not going to do it, we got to fucking do it. So let's do it. Let's get bullish on crypto channels. Let's get bullish on promoting stuff and hitting that damn like button, because like I said, until you guys hit the like button to be evangelistic, YouTube, for its robotic AI shit algorithm, is going to promote more AI fake channels than a real one. You understand? So if you want to keep seeing fake, like AI channels that are taking real people, like Professor Yang, who is very popular right now, he's got like 50 fake channels circling around on YouTube that YouTube knows they're fake. They won't ban those channels, and they'll send that out into the fucking algorithm and promote those instead of promoting real channels. It's not my fault. It's everyone else's fault. It's everyone else's fault for watching that stupid shit and hitting the like button on those things, and then YouTube's always going to push it out. So it's like, I think it's high time we start actually recognizing, like, that's a fake channel. That's an AI channel, slop, and we need to be supporting real people. Real people. This channel. Alex O's channel. Jason Cat, the real people out there freaking streaming every single day. Our channels still get bonked while YouTube is freaking promoting these garbage AI slop channels. It's freaking ridiculous. It's an outrage. But anyway, let's get back into the trades, baby. So we took this near trade, and the near trade, so if you've been in the Telegram, you know that we've been doing these meetings at 10 a.m. We started the stream early today because the market's just looking great. We want to make sure we document this price action, and also we have a haircut during the time that we normally stream. So you're here with me early, but this near trade's looking sweet. The TP1 on here. So if there were 2 entries that you could have had at the bottom. So you can see that we had some support here. That was nice support that gave us that bounce off of that $1.32. That was real nice and juicy. But you can see here, there was another level that it bounced off of support, which was the 236. So 236 is a nice bounce level from a fib retracement from the top to the bottom. And what it can give you is some levels where price can see some support. So that was a really good support level. So we got almost to it. We could have timed it and actually set the limit on that 236. So when you pull these fibs, you can actually copy those prices and just set it as a limit order if you want to get the exact position. It's like that's what the term of sniping a position is. That's how you can snipe these positions with like almost like to the exact price. Is by fib levels. You know, Jason Casper is actually a master at doing that. So if you actually want to learn how to really properly pull the fibs, Jason Casper has recently, a couple weeks ago, has been releasing videos on how to properly pull the fib, how to get those levels, and where you could potentially have some high probability setups for your trades. Now, so the 618 is a rejection, is a resistance point, and then the 5 that's right under, like that's right in the middle of it. You don't really have to, I don't know, focus on the 0.5 here too much. You can even take that out. They will turn the bot volume back, right? I know. Well, me and Headband have been talking about this a lot, where it's like, you know, at a point, like, how can you even tell if a coin has real holders, real or bots, or if it's just all bots, or if it, you know, I think it's all just like a combination of both. It's like, you know, in crypto right now, in terms of like holders, you know, there's not very many holders. You know, we don't, like, they all got cooked. Like, if you're here now and you're holding a bag of crypto, you are a rare gem. You're a diamond in the rough, you know, because there's not like the regular retail person out there holding a bag of crypto. No, they sold way long ago. They probably either sold at a loss. They like quit completely. They were like, nope, I'm not getting in. I'm too risky for me. I'm out. And they are most of those people that were probably into a little bit of crypto that completely got out, and they're probably doing more sports betting, or they're trying to get into the prediction markets, and they're not using crypto at all. That's the truth. The price, any of the price action that we had was from scammy exchanges and maybe a little bit of pump fund, but really, like, there has been no real, quote, retail adoption, because why would you expect there to be? There's no incentive or reason for, quote, retail to get into crypto. There's been no campaign. There's been no advertising campaigns to encourage people to learn the new money, to learn how to use crypto. But there's billions of dollars spent to get you to drink, to gamble, to get addicted to porn. There's massive conglomerates of money that go towards this stuff. But when it comes to just like basic like BTC wallet custodial aspects and crypto and just buying ETH, there's no like massive campaign. Even the exchanges themselves aren't even smart enough to, quote, onboard people to crypto. So it's the industry's fault. And Charles Hoskinson actually points it out pretty well, even though he annoys the shit out of us, because he does a terrible job at promoting his chain and his stuff too. He just goes in live streams, you know, and just like, yeah, you have a conference and you have all this stuff, but like, where's the commercials on TV? Where are the commercials on TV? And where's the constant barrage of crypto advertisement? Because that's the only way it's really going to work for, quote, retail to quote, get into it before they're just forced to by using some kind of stable coin from Bank of America. How lame is that? Much rather onboard people and normies to like buy ETH and learn how to swap it into a token and learn how to then send it to whatever platform they want to. That's new money. That's money. That's actually digital money. They've been doing digital fiat, but it's a little harder, and the rails to be sending it to different networks and all that stuff costs a lot of money. There's so much friction because the systems don't connect well. But the whole point of crypto is to be able to connect the systems together to speak with each other and then have it be frictionless and then almost to a point where it's trustless and ZK'd. And then it's like, the future of money, Vitalik is freaking genius. And you know, he built that idea off of being pissed about a World of Warcraft update. So we don't have to make it that complicated. We don't have to make it that complicated. We just need to stay here. Just survive. Just figure out a way to keep yourself in this game of crypto, and you will be massively rewarded. Don't listen to this freaking noise, man. It's crazy that in an industry like this, the people that are in it are so bearish that they wonder why they can't get people to come in to use it. Can you be excited about your own shit? I mean, damn. I mean, like, that's why I like Ticker Bitcoin, because it's like we have been beaten down as many times as you could think of, and we're still here, excited, buying NFTs, having fun, making art. That's what it's about. Because then at a point when the quote number go up, we look like geniuses. And all the people that were the smarty pantses and the smart guys that were like, oh, it's yeah. That they are the ones that are sidelined the most. Sometimes you don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. You want to be the most schizo, delusional, crazy ass, still buying NFTs. All right, so we're in the near trade. We're in the near trade. Headband would be happy. But the near trade is it's getting bonked a little bit. It's up 3%, but I still think it's just going to chop a little bit, and then I think we're going to hit that TP1. That TP1's $1.38. Next TP2 would be just right at the top of the resistance, just like past that 786. So first resistance, probably hit that TP1, little resistance, bounce off, possibly in the middle range, 0.5 or 382. And then we'd probably do a little something like this. Opportunity to take profit at the TP1, get back in, let the market cool, and then let's see what we can do after that. Because then we're just trying to do that for the TP2 here. TP2. Yeah, Chad said it takes several years in crypto to realize Vitalik Buterin is actually a grand wizard shitcoiner and ETH is actually a side hustle cover. Yeah, I mean, you have to think about, people underestimate Vitalik and they forget that, like, he really does like the meme communities. Like, he does support them, like, and it's what proves how Ethereum can be an institutional grade asset, and it can also be the catalyst for communities in the world to be able to create something and do charity work and just like all of this stuff and be able to just like on-chain donate like millions of dollars and change someone's entire reality. Like Vitalik is the master at that, and he's done it more than anyone, So I'm super bullish Vitalik and bullish ETH. If you're bullish ETH, then it just pumps your bags for the entire altcoin space. So these idiots out here in crypto that want to be like, oh, ETH is trash and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you have absolutely no understanding of the greater scope of the cryptocurrency markets, my friends. Like, why would you ever be bearish Ethereum? It makes no sense. It's the second largest cryptocurrency in the entire world. I don't think that's going to change. I don't think that's changing, my friends. All right, so let's Let's continue to follow Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's looking good. This is actually, I thought we were going to get a 10 a.m. smash, but actually we got the 9:30 blast, and we are heading to stop it, Ozzy. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You stop it right now. This is Bitcoin's looking really good. That's why we were like, hey, we're going long. We probably could have kept the Pepe long open, to be honest, but we were trying to be, we did take the absolute top of our trade. We got in right here. Did we get in right here? Yeah, I think it was around here. Took it at the absolute top. We tried to get back in, but we're kind of discovering some things about the liquidity here and the pairs on Fulcrum. It was working really well, and now they're starting to have some liquidity issues, and I'm not liking it. And also, they did this. They said trading suspension. We have suspended trading on ADA, Doge, Pepe, SHIB, Pump, and Atom pairs due to abnormal trading activity. I don't like that. So I'm probably going to just do and finish this near trade here, and then I'm going to pack it up with Fulcrum, because I don't like that shit. You know, you should be able to trade these pairs no matter the trading activity or abnormal whatever. I don't care. Like if you end up having to not be able to put in these entries while also the market is like finally getting some actual action on the long side, and now I can't trade ADA, Doge, and Pepe and SHIB, yeah, I'm done with you. So that's just pretty simple. It's just kind of like how Weeks was like, yeah, you can't withdraw Bitcoin unless you have 250 of it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can withdraw as much Bitcoin as I should be able to. It's my Bitcoin. So bye. Pretty simple. Pretty easy for me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a simple man. You make it hard, and for me and my community to operate on your shit, and then I'm using it, then I'm not gonna continue to use it or promote it. And there's no explanation, like, you know, it's just like, I've also like, have you replied to me like on Twitter? No. So you guys suck. Not gonna use it. And I was hopeful about Fulcrum. I was hopeful, but now it's like, if I can't even put in the pair of Pepe as liquidity for the damn trade that I'm trying to put in, then yeah, not doing it. So what I would segue into what we might start using is we're going to start using Hyperliquid. Because Hyperliquid is actually the most liquid DEX perp in the business right now. And if you were to go to DeFi Llama, and we go to, we're going to go to the perp dexes. We're going to perp volume by protocol. Okay, perp volume by protocol. Hyperliquid is at the very top, okay? Now remember, we use Apex. Apex is number 7. Apex, I think, is going to get up into the top 5, top 3. That's my guess. Look, reported volume in the past 7 days is 8.3 billion. Remember, we've been using Apex for a little bit, and you guys got to start trading on my link, and we might start having a vault. We are going to set up a vault, which is a community vault where we can basically get yield, percentages, different trading fees covered and stuff like that by using Apex and also holding the Apex token. There's some opportunities here. The way I see it is you got things like Hyperliquid and Aster and things like that taking the cake right now, but Apex is coming up. Remember, Apex is owned and powered by Bybit, second largest exchange in the world. So we're kind of thinking, and honestly, out of all the perp dexes and things, like this one works the best. It works really well. It's just on chain. You can just deposit from your wallet. You can use Arbitrum Base, BNB, ETH, Mantle. And it just works, and I really like it, to be honest. I think this one has probably like the better platform, and the app on the phone works really well too. Very good user interface. Definitely, you can tell they worked hard on this. So it's like that's why I like it. You can just tell they did a good job. But with Hyperliquid, this is something that is, I mean, you know, it's an Ansem shill. It's definitely been beat down. You know, like it did pump a lot, but then also it has gotten back up. See how far it went down, because this thing it did get cooked. But it went up so much from that $12 range. It was like a $10 bottom, went all the way up to 57. But yeah, found a really nice bottom here. Funny enough, you see all the coins that went to the 1010 bottom, or right here, they all went back down to that price. And so if any of the altcoins that you've been looking at have found support at 1010 and then pumped, well, those might be something to look at. Maybe that's the key. Like, look at what coins have actually been able to recover off 1010, and if you're looking at coins that are still like here, like off of 1010, and they're just like sitting there, and it's just like they're not doing anything, well, that might be up for, you know, observation here. But looking at where we're sitting at the resistance point here, we got triple resistance. 1, 2, 3. A lot of the times when we get triple resistance like that, we can turn it into what is called the resistance support flip, and then we just test back into all-time highs, which would be $59, $60. But this is just the TA on the actual token itself. But when you look at the actual platform and you go into what we can actually take advantage of on the platform is the amount of liquidity and the trading pairs that you would be able to have access to, and have stuff like this not happen, where like trading's suspended. Maybe they end up closing your positions without even notifying you. Luckily, they didn't do that with my Pepe trade. I just closed it myself. And mainly I did close it myself because I was like, I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Like, because what, are they going to suspend the whole damn platform? So, but yeah, so let's go into Hyperliquid and let's check this out. We're going to have to do it in a different way. Hold on just a second. So how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing on this fine Friday? All right. Should work. All right. Is it not going to let me? Hold on. Just a second. Maybe I can do it. All right, guys. Sorry. Give me just a minute. I'm trying to get this set up here so we can, because I want to show this. Let's go. Pop, 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 pop. Work. Yo. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, we got it. Let's go. All right. Okay, so on Hyperliquid here, we want to look at the volume. So let's look at the volume. Let's get the highest volume. So what is trading highest volume on Hyperliquid? Headband, what are you watching on Twitch? Let's go. Okay, so we have the highest volume trading on Hyperliquid right now is Bitcoin and ETH. We got Bitcoin trading at 3.2 billion. ETH is at 1.1 billion in trading volume. And then we have what is this? What is this? Is this what's CL? All right, so XYZ 100 is that what the is that 24,000? Yeah, because some of this is going to be commodities. It's going to be yes. We got oil here. All right, and then we got Sol and Hype itself. So this is what's interesting is that we got silver, Sol, Hype, Brent oil, gold, Hyperliquid itself. Different pair. I think that's a spot pair. So this is showing spot. Oh, okay, this is all of the pairs. Okay, so let's go to just perps and let's see what. Okay, so we got XRPs up there. Yeah, they trade a lot. Okay, here's Tau. Here's some BitTensor. I know Headband was talking about BitTensor. The BitTensor Tau I've seen in a lot of hot wallets. So like a lot of hot wallets and people that are holding a lot of meme coins and Ethereum, they hold BitTensor. So yeah, so that might be something we need to look into and kind of, well, actually, let's look into it right now. Let's just look at the chart. Let's see. So, yeah, see, this thing is looking really good. If you look at it on the daily, it's a nice pump. And like I said, like these coins that hit that 1010, like they hit that 1010 price and then they bounced off of it successfully. Because look, almost everything did this. It got cooked on 1010, it tried to claw back, and then it's just been down only. So this was our moment. Like our moment was to watch for that wick. It was like the market gave us that signal that, hey, this is where it's going to go. And sure enough, that's where a lot of the market went. And now we're just a rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, go right back to where we were. And that's going to be the go time. So that's basically where the market is going to decide. They're not going to let me do, yes, because look, you can see like that's an obvious point of resistance support flip where things like BitTensor, Hype and all this stuff is going to, this is probably where we're going to see the ETH BTC ratio start to flip bullish. And it could correlate also with how ETH is moving. Because if you look at ETH right now, it looks super bullish. ETH is looking really good right now. Possibly like the ETF flows for Ethereum are probably flipping bullish again. Yeah, looks like they're flipping bullish. Not as much as Bitcoin. Like it's just like 72 million, 57 million. But if you look at Bitcoin, you can see it's in the 100 millions. It's starting to get up there. So looking pretty good. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Sorry I'm late. Did Dano play the pump song yet? I mean, we could, yeah. No, we gotta play the clip from Jason Casper. This is so good. This is so good. He was like, stop loss? There's no stop loss. It's the best clip. I'm so glad that we were able to record it live as it was happening. Damn it! See, they just want to shadow ban the shit out of me. But Headband made a good point the other day. He's like, why don't you just not care about how many people are watching you? And I was like, that's real easy to say, Headband, as to someone who's creating content all the time. Let's just not care. Yeah, wish it was that easy.
Tastes like profit. Tastes like profit. 5x. Where's the stop loss? There is no stop loss! There's no stop loss, baby. Woo! We made it, guys. There is no stop loss.
Oh my god, I gotta start the live streams with that. There's no stop loss. Oh, I love it. But yeah, we're actually just gonna play this song again. How about this? We'll just play this song again. Welcome all of YouTube, all 5,000 of you. Welcome to the best crypto live stream in the entire world, the most shadow banned channel in existence. The first channel to ever be shadow banned as much as me to get to 100K subscribers.
Looking like he's swerving, but it's just a Tokyo drill. Kimberly never switch. Ride or die, home. And every chick that I'm with look just like a Barbie. Can get a little cocky, okay, and what? And all the hating you've been doing, it just ain't adding up. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Need to worry about how the fuck you gonna pay the rent. All this TA on my charts looking just like graffiti. Every time I see Mo, I'm screaming out, feed me. Little shopper horror, come feed me some peach cobbler. It's all peaches and cream when you make a little profit. The Lord of Crypto posted up like a hobby. Trying to put some more coins in this motherfucking watch. Should I let my nuts hang or should I take profit? Gotta keep my eyes open even though I feel exhausted.
To choose.
Keep on grinding or you gon' cry. Stay in the nest or you gon' fly. Put up a few dollars or bet the whole pie. Bet the whole pie.
To choose.
You going long or Danny DeVito? You want a little bump or you want the whole kilo? Killing all your bills like Quentin Tarantino.
Choose.
It's a crypto world. Everybody wanna get a piece. Money will increase. If you learn about it, time to eat. It's a green candle. Hope the bear. Don't grab the grease. On revenge trade. Up all night, I can't even sleep. The sun caught my ass again. Ain't no going back to sleep. Eyes red like I'm big lion, not a sheep. It's a crypto world. Shout out to the crypto girl. Getting to the bag, the whole world. That's what you deserve. Time to swerve and bend the curve. Riding in the forest. Got on market cypher merch. Feeling like it's Ralph Lauren. Steering wheel in a Ferrari. I call that the wheel of fortune. I'm just trying to get my portion. Bend the corners like a torch. Drop the top on a Rari. I call that the headless horseman. What the fuck you gon' do? Join the market cypher crew. Told the front desk I need a room with a view. So I can see the Vegas strip. Stumping in my moon boots.
To choose.
Keep on grinding or you gon' cry. Stay in the nest or you gon' fly. Put up a few dollars or bet the whole pie. Bet the whole pie.
To choose.
You going long or Danny DeVito? You want a little bump or you want the whole kilo? Killing all your bills like Quentin Tarantino. All this TA on my charts looking just like graffiti. Oh, what? This TA on my charts. All this TA on my charts. Ha! Little trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts
There's no stop loss.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some. But you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. You win some.
This is the conversation that my wife says. This stuff that my wife sends me. She's like, how much have we spent on crypto, and what have we made any money? Have we made any money?
Win some, you lose some. But you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money.
Yo, we got Joe in the house.
Scared money don't.
All right. We got Trade in the house. We got Mr. Joe. What are you doing right now, bro? What are you doing? I want to know what trades you're in. Do you need to just come on the show right now? Can I Google Meet you right now? Can I send you a Google Meet link? You just come on right now. We should actually go live in the Telegram, and let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go live in the Telegram, and then we can get people in here. Let's see. Start live. You're about to go into the fiat mines? Are you about to mine some fiat? Let's see. Virtual camera. But so the virtual camera on the live though is it reverses it. It's like, I don't know, like I think Telegram needs to fix their, because look at this. It's ridiculous. Look at this crap. We're just gonna turn the video off. Yo, guys, if you want to come in and if you want to come in and chat right now, you can. All you have to do is just join the Telegram. And so the link is in the description of the channel. But if you want to be boring, if you want to be super boring and lazy, and you want your bags to go to 0 because you don't know how to be bullish on people's channels, fine, you can just not do it. But if you want to be bullish, you want your bags to go up, you join the link and you come in here and have a conversation, you know? You can do it. I think it's possible. I don't know what you guys want nowadays. People quitting crypto, coming back. They want you to be 100% right about everything. You're wrong one time, they're like, "Oh, I'll never lie. You're ruining your community." And then when I'm right, crickets. No one's around to say shit. Wrong one time, they're like, burn him. It's like, it's so ridiculous. Join the do you disagree with me? Do you think otherwise? Do you think I just suck? Come in the Telegram. You can literally tell me to my face. You say, Dano, why don't you switch up your strategy, bro? Why don't you get better? Oh, it's Joe. What's up? I'm allowed. Yo, Joe.
What's going on?
Bro, what's going on? How are you?
Dano Crypto. Dude, I love you, man. You're freaking amazing. You're hilarious. You're very knowledgeable. It's a good time, man. It's a good time.
Well, dude, it's nice to finally actually talk to you, because it's funny, you've been shilling me on your live stream, and I'm like, there's no way this guy actually likes my channel as much as he says. He's just, you know,
being nice.
You either hit your head before you started live streaming, but no.
No, dude, I love all the shorts that you do, and it's just your personality, man. Like you're a cool dude, and I love all your shorts. And the last one I saw, I don't get your stuff popping up on my thing a lot, so I don't know if you're doing a lot of shorts. But the last one I remember is when you were dancing. I said, dude, I love it. Smash the like. It was funny.
But dude, I just wanted to just want to give you a shout out. You know, I love that you've been grinding too, and then, you know, you're honest. You're like, hey, I'm going back to work. You know, like it's just, and also trying to trade, and you also have a really, you know, good community. They stick by you. So it's dude, it's hard to do that, man. And so and you're cool. You're level headed, and you know, there's with people like you, I can learn a lot. And there's always things you can learn from people, and I try my best to like not get too you know, you get a little selfish and get a little self-centered when you're done this and like creating content, and I feel like you get in your head a lot. But really, it's like, if you can just like not do that, and I watch people like you, and it's just like there's like gold in these moments of the bear market where we're all trying to kind of figure it out. And so so I'm just letting you know, I'm watching you, and more so than if you're learning stuff from me, I'm learning stuff from you. And so it's cool. So I appreciate what you're doing, and you know, being cool and sticking true to your community, because it's hard to keep people, man. I'll tell you, people have fucking given up on my channel, quit, called me like, oh, I just can't watch you anymore. And I'm like, okay, you know, like I've had people just straight up just be like, give up on my channel. And it's tough to keep people around, especially when it's like, quote, you're supposed to be giving them the alpha to make money. And it's like, you know, it's not really my responsibility, you know, to how you are going to be clicking the buy and sell button. And some people forget about that. And it's like, they blame me. I'm like, it's not my fucking fault. Like,
Yeah.
I'm entertainment. This is entertainment, and you know, it's like more or less it's you. You know?
Right. You're just reporting what you see and what you find. It's up to them to find stuff too, if they want to. And if not, well, then just keep on watching and see, you know, get the information that you find. So yeah, it's funny, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you've experienced that where people have just been like, "Oh, I can't watch you anymore. You've changed," or what. It's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "What am I? Are you my freaking girlfriend? Are you my wife? Like what? Like who? What? Why do I need to listen to you?" It's like, it's so annoying, and I've got so caught up in that, and I'm like, if anything, I've been trying at this for 3.5, 4 years. I've tried all kinds of stuff. I've listened to opinions. I've use clickbaitier titles, change your thumbnail, blah, blah. And it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, how about I just be me? How about I just be myself, damn it? You know?
Right. For me, that's what I love, man. I love that you're yourself, and you know, everybody has their own personality. And like I said, for me, I like yours, man. You're a cool dude. You show, you know, all the news or whatever you're doing, your charts, whatever it is. But the most thing I like, and I really, really love this part, is like you explain like what traders are feeling, not these fake gurus who are trying to sell you a course so they only talk about the good stuff. You talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what a lot of people don't want to hear, the bad or the ugly. They just want to hear, oh, how can I be a millionaire next week? That's so,
yeah.
And that's what I really love about your channel, is like you are a true trader explaining the stuff that is working, the stuff that isn't working. And that, in my opinion, is what traders need to hear. And that's what I do on my channel too. Like I talk about real trades, you know, because I'm not there to sell them anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've noticed about your channel too. I'm gonna actually pull your channel up. Get it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, because there's like a misconception. It's like people think that I don't know what they think about trading. It's like it's not easy. It's like it is a skill. It's very much like it's almost all an emotional type of game where you're basically battling yourself, and like a lot of the times it's like your first instinct is usually right, and then you try and trick yourself into feeling like that's not what it was, but it was. So you start to figure out how your insides are working, and you're signaling from your brain to your stomach to like what's actually happening, and that's all like you figure that out through trading. And I feel like this is just I might be different, but I think the concept of like trading paper accounts messes with your psychology to when you start to trade real money. So like, and so what I have noticed is that if you just trade with the real account, but use small amounts, like don't start the account out with like $10,000 and then you know start risking, you know, chunks of those thousands of dollars, because then that's gonna fuck with your head. Like you're going to like get more caught up in the emotional side, and you're gonna like Jason Casper points that out a lot, where he's like, look, if you're using too much money, like it's just gonna fuck with your head. You need to use like $50, $100. Start with $10. Like put in a $10 trade at 10x and watch something go up 2-3%, and then you're like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
felt how that felt, and then let me see how this feels. It's all really about like, because like the TA and all the charts and all this shit, that's easy. That's the easy part. It's trusting yourself that's the fucking hard part. And it's the same with investing in spot crypto, fucking memes and stuff like that. That feeling, that intuition, it's literally the same.
Right. Yeah, and I tell people too, like when they're thinking about doing like paper trading, it's like just do $10. Like that's all you need, just $10. And you're not looking at the dollar amount of winning, but it's not sexy though. And people don't like not sexy. They want sexy. So
yes,
doing a $10, and we have to focus on the percentage of the, like say you get into a trade and you take profit at 4%, and then you cash out total at 8%. That's not sexy. Sexy is showing on X or wherever, oh, I made $1,300 in 4 minutes. That's sexy. So nobody wants to do the training and the discipline that it takes to get to that level.
The compound, that like robotic compounding of 10%, or even 5%. It's like 5%, 10%, just two. It's boring. It's not fun. It doesn't hit the dopamines, But this would be what would be fucking cool, is to try and switch our dopamines to get dopamine hits by being robotic, like getting high off the fact that you didn't succumb to being a degenerate. Like you didn't succumb to like the normalcy. You actually are getting off by like, it's like the people that get off by saving money. It's like they get a gratification by like not spending money instead of the other way around. They reprogram their brain, they defragged it, and it's almost like we have to do that same thing. We just got to like defrag our brains to like get hits of the steady compounding,
Right. Now, one thing I will say in reference to losing viewers with that, because like for me, I try to warn people as far as, what to look out for from other traders or gurus or people that are just trying to sell something. And I try to warn people about that. And sometimes I'll get like DMs from either my people or just people who are watching the stream. They're like, yeah, you're real negative. I said, no, man, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to just warn people of, people who are just showing like, oh, we called this, and the only way you can do it is by learning from my group. But it's like, dude, you said up or down in that same breath. And yet
yeah.
Up. And so join your group so you can show how to. And so I started losing people because of that. So now I still warn people, but I just kind of brush it real quick, and then I continue with my teaching. But yeah, it's funny, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, the thing is like, you're not going to make everyone happy. And also it's not your job to, it's not our jobs to quote, make everyone happy or quote, read every comment and like pivot and adjust to everyone's opinions. I'm like, I'm done with that shit. Like that, I'm so over that. Like, and it's just like, if you're going to continue to can listen to everyone's opinions, you're never going to find out what you actually are trying to do. Like what works actually for you and gets you to actually do the thing, which is whatever it is. Like make like the moment that I feel like what's changed for me is like, maybe it's like why we've been losing viewers or whatever, but you know what? That's like every single channel. Like every single channel has gone down in views. Maybe they have more subscribers, but you know what? Subscribers don't mean shit at the end of the day. Most of it's bots. Most of it is pay for play. You have to promote your video for $100 for it to get anything. It's pay for play nowadays, and that's just the nature of crypto content. So it's like, until it's BTC's over 100K again, that's just how it's going to be,
100%.
And I'm not going to sit here and think and convince myself that, oh, I'm a bad trader, I'm a bad content creator, oh, I'm a bad live streamer. My shit's fucking entertaining. And half entertains half the channels out there. I'm not saying yours, but just like, I'm not gonna let myself think that while we're in the worst sentiment bear market in terms of like people watching crypto content or finance content.
Right.
It's like people can't even get outraged enough about the Epstein files to go out in the street. You think they're gonna be watching crypto content? That's shit. No one cares. No one cares.
Like normally,
look, no one cares, bro. Look, 8 people on YouTube. There's millions of people out there. They could at least have sent me 100, but no one cares.
Yep.
No one cares, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it's because you're not clapping around and hyping, stuff. Just being fake. I think that's why. You're just a real dude talking about real trades, real crypto. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, our time's coming, bro.
Oh yeah.
Trust me. You, me, all the channels that are like in that little category of like, oh, you don't have like 10K yet. No, we're gonna destroy. All we gotta do is just keep doing what we're doing, bro. We're gonna do it.
And it's the
If
same
I'm getting
thing, like-
100K subscribers, you're getting 100K subscribers. Your ass is coming with me.
Oh yeah, definitely 100%.
Like why not? Tired of this gatekeeping bullshit. Like these thread guys and all these people out here, and I'm like, you could at least brought some of these little small channels on to talk, but you ignore us. It's because we're smarter than you. And you've got it too. It's because it's the truth. I'll tell it to their face. I'm like, you don't bring us on because we'd out-talk you. We know a lot. We've been here just as long as you, and you've just had a fucking easy ride. Because you're fucking insiders. Or you got a really good manager. Let me talk to your managers. Let me talk to your managers, please.
Whoa. Do Karen. I want to talk to your manager.
Let me speak to the manager. I need to speak to your manager right now.
That's funny.
No, but this shit. This is the thing. Like, I just want to stream with Jason Casper too, man. Like, I think it'd be so much fun.
5x. Where's the stop loss? There is no stop loss. There's no stop loss, baby.
And the funny thing is he was doing this out in his pool area with neighbors, like, and he's out there like screaming, "Stop loss! There is no stop loss!" They're like, honey, is there someone screaming out in the yard? It's so good.
That's funny.
Oh,
Dude,
it's so fucking funny.
I had one guy, he was a new viewer, and this about, he came on maybe like a month and a half ago, and he's asking questions, and he's not just asking questions, but also providing information. So it's like, man, dude, like, I really like how you think. I said, hit me up on Telegram. Like, I really want to talk to you. So a couple days went by, never hit me up. Then he showed up again. And I told him again, I was like, hey, man, hit me up on Telegram. And, because I asked him, I said, do you have Telegram? He said, yes. All right, hit me up. So again, nothing, no response, no nothing. Then a few days later, I told him, I said, dude, I literally gave you an invite. I extremely rarely offer this to anybody, to hit me up so we can talk, because I want to pick your brain. And so what that tells me is literally you just slapped me in my face and just walked away. So no more invite for you, blah, blah, blah. So then he starts, asking questions as far as, how I trade. And then he's like, well, why don't you do live trades? I said, dude, I do live trades. Like, you've been in here when I've actually done live trades. At least I thought you were here. I don't know if you stepped away or whatever. And I said, I do live trades, but I only take them when they're good. I'm not going to force a trade. So then he kept on and on and on and on. And to the point to where he was pretty much like trolling. And then finally, there was another YouTuber who I would always recommend as well. That YouTuber got on that, the guy who's trolling me got on the bandwagon with him. He's like, yeah, Joe, how do you trade? What do you do? And I said to that YouTuber, I said, dude, like, I've been pushing your channel for, I don't know, 8-12 months. And you've been pushing my channel for 8-12 months. I said, you're telling me that you've never actually watched the show? I said, I watch your shows. Are you saying you've never watched my shows? If you were to watch my shows, you would know my thought process, how I enter, why I enter, what I'm looking at, I said, dude. So I go and explain how I would have entered. And then the guy, he pulled up some kind of theory. And he goes, if you don't know this theory, then basically you don't know how to trade. And I just started laughing. I said, dude, okay, now you're 100% trolling, because, there's so many different theories out there. I'm not going to learn them all, nor do I want to learn them all. I said, just because I don't use your theory, that doesn't mean that I'm not successful. And just because you don't use my theory doesn't mean you're not successful. Everybody trades differently. And I said, you know what? I'm done with you, dude. I'm done talking to you. And as I was later, I was like, oh my God. But some people are like that. Like, if you don't trade exactly the way they trade, well, you're not a trader.
Yeah.
Like, no, there's so many different ways of trading. So,
Yeah.
that's funny.
And really honestly, I think the best way, because like I'm a musician and so we always sponge from the best things that we like whether it be
Right.
like this. I'm a drummer, so like I love like pulling different styles from different drummers, and that's what created my style. So it's like the traders that I watched in the beginning were like Jason Casper, Carl from the Moon, like, you know, just, you know, these guys early on. And it basically, I've just kind of like attributed like all these different things from those people. Like Carl was really good at like, you know, he was very good at seeing these patterns, these like bullish or bearish patterns and wedges in the chart. So I was like, okay, I'm going to like, I really learned a lot from Carl on that. And then when it came to Jay, it was about like support, resistance, the fibs, you know, things like that. And then with Crypto Face, it was more so like seeing those like key like macro or micro lines of like where he's drawing his spider lines and kind of seeing where like those price points and volume along with market ciphers. So it's like, that's how I like to pull it all together. And it's probably some kind of like hybrid, you know?
Right. And that's what I recommend everybody do. And that's why I push everybody who I push is like, I don't trade like these guys, but you might like something from them. Pick a little from them, pick a little from someone else, a little from someone else, then a little bit from me, then combine it all together, add your own spice to it, and then make it your own. And that's exactly what I preach. Yeah. Because like, just because you don't trade like me, that doesn't mean, oh, you don't know how to trade. No, you just don't trade like me. Everybody trades differently. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everyone, but the thing is like most of these people that are talking all this talk and stuff like that, they don't show their trades. They don't show the losses. They don't show their process. They just have a big mouth and they just love like saying that, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, cool, bro. Like we're here live streaming, showing the trade, showing the stuff. Like, what are you doing? You're just running your mouth. And then I would go as far as saying like, look at, you know, people like Jason Casper showing the trades, Alex O Crypto. Look, they're showing the trades. They're showing you, hey, got stopped out. Didn't work for me. Maybe it worked this time. Hey, I'm not in a trade. Are you guys in a trade? Like, I think, you know, Alex O is good at doing that. Like where he's like, hey, did you guys take that trade? I mean, I didn't, but if you did, awesome. You know, it's like, and some of these guys, I feel like they act like they took the trade and it's like, you didn't fucking take the trade. You didn't take the trade. You're just acting like you did.
Yeah, like
it's so annoying. A lot of these people are just fake. They're just grifters, man.
They're trying to sell their group, their boot camp, their course.
Whatever the hell it is. They're always trying to sell something, you know, instead of selling their integrity, you know. Fucking assholes. That's all I gotta say. It's like, why don't you sell yourself as being actually having some integrity, you know, and not selling out to, you know, every single freaking thing.
Yeah, there's times where I'll start my live stream and I'll tell people, I was like, look, I did not give this setup in my VIP. I did not give this setup on YouTube. I just took this trade and I lost. And here's why. Nobody even needed to know that I lost, but I still talk about it. Because that's what a real trader does. They win and they lose. And if we lose, why did we lose? So then I go and I explain my thought process, why I entered the trade, and then what happened to make me lose. It's like, and again,
speaking of the thought process of trade, sorry, Joe, but we're there. If you're looking at this live stream right now in Bitcoin is just hit some nice resistance up at the top at 74, and it's going down to a point of control of 71 possibly. So if you're in some trades right now, it might be good to, you know, scalp some profits off of it because you can get a re-entry pretty much right back to where we just were. For instance, like this ETH trade that I'm in right now, I'm up $20, 30%. I mean, I could just scalp this sucker right now and call it a day, right? Yep.
Yeah, I entered a Bitcoin short like 2 days ago or 3 days ago now and got stopped out. It was like, are you freaking kidding? But I had my stop loss super tight though. I could have put it higher because I do think we're going to roll over. You know, even though we go up, I think we're going to end up rolling over. But I put my stop loss and I got stopped out this morning. It's like, you mother beep. Like, come on.
When you do tight stop losses, do you do like 10%, 20%? What do you do?
Well, for me, it's how much money I'm willing to lose. So
Yeah.
that's
Just
so
depends
wherever
on your
my
margin for what you got in there. Yeah.
yeah. So like what I like doing is, for me, I risk 1%, but most of the time I'll risk 0.5%. So if I have $100 account, that means I can only lose $1. But for this one, I could only lose 50 cents because I was only doing 0.5. So I would, I know where my stop loss is going to be at. And then according to my amount of money I'm willing to lose, which is 50 cents, again, not sexy at all. I'm willing to lose 50 cents. So that determines how much margin and also how much leverage I can put. So if I want to do 10x leverage, well, then I can only use so many dollars. But if I wanted to use more dollars, well, then I can only use so much leverage. But the main thing is, how much can I lose? 50 cents, that's it. And so all that, so if I lose, it's 50 cents versus, oh, I'm going to do it 10% and I'm going to lose $8. It's like, oh, that's 8% of the 100. I can't do that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna close this ETH trade. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the trade.
And any win better than your stop loss getting hit, whether it's 2% up, 10% up. We're so worried. Well, not, I wouldn't say worried, but we're always comparing ourselves to other traders. And the traders, they're only posting their wins. Maybe a loss or two, but their wins. So whenever you see them, they're like, oh, I won, 80% and $3,000 and 40% and $17,000. And you're like, man, like I want to get at least 10% or 15% so I can kind of post. But, you had that and then it came down. It's like, oh.
My Zec trade just got bonked. This Zec trade was doing so good. I got it on breaking bottom, right at the bottom. But I was getting chopped. I was going in and out, in and out, in and out. You can kind of see it was just like this freaking range.
Dude, it sucks, man. I posted a Zec video a few hours prior to that massive dump when whatever happened. And I didn't know it was going to happen. I just saw it on the charts. It's like, oh, okay, I think it's going to come down here about 35%, blah, blah, hopefully bounce here. Sure enough, then a few hours later, it ended up coming down. But I was already in, I think I was in 4 trades. I like being only in 3, but I was in 4 trades. And I did not take the Zec setup. And sure enough, it came all the way down. And all of my trades together, combined, did not even make a quarter of what I could have made if I would have just taken that up. But
oh yeah.
I have a rule.
Well, I'll tell you what though, man. Like Zec is looking looking really good right now. Like Zcash in this range for the 4 hour. Like if we can just get in along and try and hold it for it just popping back, like the influencers, Mert, all those guys, they're gonna be they're just gonna, I think they're gonna pump Zcash to $1,000 just to prove a point,
Yep. So I have 2 accounts. One of them I entered Zec. I think I checked it last night. I'm down like 20%. This current account, I tried, kind of scalping it, and my stop loss got hit. It's like, dang it. But to me, I think it's so close to getting ready to.
Oh, it's about to pop. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, it's about to pop. It got hit resistance on 618. You pulled the fib, 618 resistance. Bounced off 236, and then it tried to test up to the 0.5 halfway range between the 382 and the 618. So it looks like it's trying to bounce off the 382 here, which is like the 215 level. But we'll see. Well, this is actually good. I'm actually happy that Zcash is going down like this, because if we can get this another entry like we just did at like the 205 around there, like, ooh, freaking juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, juicy, because it's heading to 250. It's like I feel like it wants to hit that 250 mark. This is the range. It's like a clear range you can see. And then if it hits that, that's the support resistance flip to bring it to the 161H to 283. You'd have like a few different, you got like a major take profit up at 250, possible hold the trade up to 283. Right. But yeah, this thing looks, thing looks juicy. Just got to be patient with this one.
Yep. Daniel Crypto, send me a message on Telegram so I can send you my emoji. So next time we do this, you can have my picture kind of small so people know who you're talking to. Oh
yeah, I don't even know. You're literally just like, we're just in the Telegram, so people can see you right now. It says Joe Trade Intuition, cool, so I got you.
I think this is super cool though.
Yeah, this is the way. So we're doing this. This is the thing, guys. So if you're live, if any new people, we have a Telegram. It's called the Dano Dojo Crew, and link is in the description. And so at 10 a.m. we do these meetings, and we just discuss the markets. You know, we discuss pretty much everything. And if you want to have an opportunity to speak, you got something you want to talk about as well, it's your opportunity to do so. And yeah, we're just going to continue to do this so we can build up the community, and we can all learn from each other and just like have some fun here. Because shit, people have just been complaining for too long, and we got to just start. We got to start like, what do you even like crypto? Do you like being here? That's how I feel sometimes.
The only way we can escape, dude, and it's, you know, that's the only way we can escape, and we just gotta, you know, manage our risk, really.
Yeah. Speaking of managing risk, you know, this Zec trade that I was in, I thought I had my stop loss set, but I had no stop loss set, so that was my own stupid
I've done
fault.
that.
So
I've done that. Matter of fact, recently I've done that to where I enter the trade and I'm so busy, you know, telling everybody, you know, as far as the stop loss and targets and updating the charts and everything. And then it's like, oh, well, you know, we got stopped out. And I go down, I look at my exchange, like, why am I so down? No, dang it, I forgot stop loss. Or like when we're moving up the stop loss, like in profit, I'll go and like I've already updated to move up the stop loss like twice. I was like, oh crap, I haven't even moved up my stop loss once. I said, let me do that now. So yeah.
Yep. Oh, well, all right, bro. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, definitely, man. Good to be here. Very happy to be talking to you, and we'll see you in the next one, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, have a good day.
All right, see ya.
All right, everyone, go check out. That was Joe from Trade Intuition. Just want to have him come in, pop in, just chat for a little bit. Super awesome. Got a great community. A lot of awesome members of VENMO. Remember, if you see Alexandra G in any channel, that means it's a dope channel. So she's the mod of all mods. But all right. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you check out all the links in the description of the channel. Again, we'll remind you guys. Pretty sad that I have to be the 6th like of my own freaking channel, but that is what it is. Check out the PHEMEX link, check out the Apex link, and also OURBIT. And then here's the Telegram group. So it's free. You can join. Also free to join the Discord. And follow me at DanoCrypto904. And then also check out my website, danocrypto.com. And that's it, my friends. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.